So stay positive.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a strong message I'm giving all my colleagues. I am personally involved with my colleagues in IATO as a member. I'm involved with my colleagues in faith. I am on the CII National Tourism Committee. So I am listening to the conversations that are going on, and I want to assure all of you that your presidents of your associations, be it Pranav, be it Jyoti, be it Swadesh Kumar, uh, doesn't matter which association you're a member of, uh, they are all working very, very, very hard for you. Late night
Right.
calls are happening, conversations across the country are happening, interfacing with the national government, Prime Minister's office, Finance Minister's office, Tourism Ministry's office. All of them is happening all the time. You may not hear it all the time, but it is happening. Stay engaged with your industry colleagues.
100%.
It's good
Right.
to have competition, but it's also good to have friends. Reach out to people. What are you doing? How are you changing? How are you coping? How are you keeping your sanity? How are you not going crazy? I am going crazy. Okay. I
Right.
have never been stuck in Delhi for so long in the last 25 years. And I'm not talking about the lockdown. My
Right.
last flight was in January, and all
Oh
my
my God.
friends who know me, I'm on a plane every 3 weeks. I've never been stuck so long. And to me, that's a major withdrawal symptom.
Okay.
How are you coping? I mean, I'm chatting with my friends.
Right.
What's up? What's new?
Right.
Share jokes.
Rajiv sir.
So, as I was saying, stay engaged with your industry colleagues.
Right.
There are a few WhatsApp groups out there, some of them more pleasant than others. Uh, it's important to hear the conversations that are going on. Sometimes you pick up an interesting thing, a new government rule, a new government law. What is it that you can use? Staying isolated will not help you. Will not help you as a business and not help you mentally and physically. So reach out to people in the industry. Look, at the end of the day, as I said, none of us can change the situation with the virus. None of us can change the situation that our industry is in.
Right.
Your associations are asking for support. We're asking for support at a very basic level on supporting the survival of our businesses, helping us meet salary, payroll, helping us meet fixed overheads. Your industry is fighting for benefits on GST, SEIS, and others. But that part of the conversation is only makes sense when business comes back. Right now, the primary focus of everybody is to ensure none of us go bankrupt and none of us let staff go. We have all had to make difficult decisions. My company's had to make some very, very difficult decisions. And terminating employees is the last thing any of us want to see. But for that, we do need the government support in trying to help us. And that conversation is going on very, very strongly. Reach out to your association leaders for more information on that. But very fundamentally, this is an opportunity for you to become a better organization. Interface with your team. Talk to your team maybe every day. Pretend you're still in the office. My
Right.
team is doing virtual trainings every day. My team heads are having meetings with their teams every week. Teams are still working. Business still needs
Need.
to happen. So use this opportunity to become different.
Right.
If you emerge from the crisis being exactly the same as you were before, you will have lost time and you will lost a competitive edge. Now, if you are confused or if you are lost or underprepared on how to do these activities, how to change, how to do the meetings, please reach out to people in the industry. Reach out to me. Happy to share some ideas. I always have my industry colleagues, my fellow IATO members, and others calling me just for advice. And listen, advice is free.
Right.
I'm happy to chat with anybody. I mean, I call people all the time for advice as well. I'm not. I wasn't made by God
Exactly.
as an all-knowing, and I'm not an all-knowing. I was trained by my father. I have
Right.
learned from my peers in the industry. I have learned from my senior colleagues in the
Right.
industry. I have learned from my younger team members. who come in with different ideas. Ask your team, guys, I've been in the business 30 years. What will you do different? Or I started my company 5 years ago. How should we become different from the competition? That is your challenge. That is your goal. And that is where you need to spend the next few weeks in trying to be different. And as I said, stay positive. But very happy for any of the viewers to reach out to me if they want to. A lot of them know where to find me.
Sir,
do that. We can do another session later on if you want.
I will appreciate that, sir.
Thank you and all the best, everyone. Take care, stay safe, stay indoors, and we'll see you at the other end of the 15th of April.
Okay, we have Mr. Rajan Sehgal on the call, and he has a question for you. 1 second, please.
Yes, Mr. Sehgal.
Sir, this question is for you. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah, good day, Mr. Rajeev. How are you?
Good, Rajan. How are you surviving without golf?
Hello?
How are you surviving without golf?
He is not able to listen.
Good day, I'm Rajan Sehgal. Since you are one of the veterans in the inbound tourism industry, how do you think the future of inbound travel industry? Suppose if the Italians or Spanish wants to come and visit India in the coming month, how do you take them for the safety and the well-wishing for our country? How will you receive them?
So I think, Rajan, good to hear your voice. I was wondering how you are surviving without golf. We'll have a chat on that later on. I think certain countries will take a little bit longer to be able to allow to travel.
Right.
This virus will hit a peak. It has to. And after that, there will be a decline. I suspect the Indian government will put some conditions on allowing people to travel. They might be asking for a doctor's certificate. They might be asking for something. Who knows? It is still early days. And as I said, certain countries have not been so affected. Certain countries have been affected very deeply. And it's anybody's guess. I mean, as a destination, I'm sure we'll be welcoming as long as you can prove certain safety measures. I mean, look, Rajan, for years, Indians have been traveling. And when we travel overseas, foreign governments ask us for 6 months, a bank statement, 3 years, income tax statement, yellow fever certificate, some countries. Maybe that's going to become a normal in the world that give us a doctor's certificate. Who knows?
Right.
It's a good question. I don't know the answer, but we will be ready to welcome people.
100%. So just one more question. Like, we do have this mindset, even if we got the cure for Corona, still we need to promote our destination as, yes, we are healthy enough and we are ready for travelers again. How to promote this thing, how to come up with a mentality, yes, we are free from Corona once we are up with this thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we can say that anymore. I remember earlier in March, I put out a video, we are virus free, 0 viruses. Next day, we went up to 3. Then it went up very, very high. So I will not say we are virus free, but we are a destination with good medical facilities and we are prepared. Now, India has not been, and I'm crossing my fingers, not been so deeply affected as yet. And I hope people behave and it doesn't, because the problem is our undereducated and rural communities do not understand the damage they're doing. Because all the recent cases are due to a lack of obeying the government rules and completely due to a lack of understanding and due to arrogance of certain people. But also we are a country who has a very, very strong track record of battling communicable diseases.
Right.
We eradicated smallpox. We eradicated polio. Now, of course, those are over many years, but we do have a grassroots system in this country for administrating vaccines, you know. So even though we may not have enough doctors and enough hospitals, we do have experience where a lot of Western countries do not have. Now, calling ourselves safe is always a tricky path. Who knows? The conversations are still very young, because right now the conversation we're having as an industry is how do we survive? How do we save ourselves?
Right, sir.
Okay, that's the primary conversation.
conversation
बाद में जो होगा थोड़ी देर में देखेंगे.
जी sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. So we'll edit this because it was not live properly, and we're going to post this. I'll share the link with you on your mail ID, sir.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. Stay healthy, sir.
Thank you, everybody. Stay safe, as I said. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.